Hey, good morning. This is Ruben Lowing. It's Christmas Day, Saturday morning here in McAllen, Texas. Today's good, been good, but yesterday was amazing. I get a call through Facebook Messenger yesterday. So this guy, he's got a non-for-profit, and the main focus is first responders and veterans and providing clean drinking water to areas of the United States that need it. And I'm like, really? And why are you talking to me? He goes, well, I've been watching you for a while, and the Lord just told me to, you were the one that to be my contact in Texas. And so I'm like, well, what do you do? And so they're looking for this land to build a facility to house people who have been displaced from natural disasters. And I'm like, really? So I told him about this other friend of mine who's another highly faithful guy who's working on building these environmentally sustainable homes for veterans and the modular homes that are solar powered, and for everyone that buys one of these, they're going to give them a free Kia electric car. And so I'm like, okay. And then he also told him about this guy's idea of providing sustainable agriculture to churches, because he had this vision that our economy was going to collapse and the economic system was going to collapse and everything was going to go to barter, and food would probably be a good thing to barter, right? And so I'm connecting those guys. And this guy's like, everything. I'm not going to have a college education. He's working with this retired Army general. He wants me to talk to this guy. And I don't have an ego. It's God does it. It's all God. I'm like, okay, way cool. But here's what. So then, that was awesome. Well, then, my wife's been in the hospital. I had to take her to the emergency room Monday night. She had a tumor. She had bladder cancer. They got it out. 5.2 centimeters by 2.3 centimeters. But they're giving her chemo and radiation to make sure they got everything. And she's been bleeding. She's been bleeding a lot for this whole year. Started off, she had 2 kidney stones, I thought were kidney stones, 5 millimeters and 9 millimeters, that probably were the beginning of this tumor, I'm thinking. But she's been bleeding, and so they were concerned at the oncologist about, her hemoglobin levels. So I took her, and then she couldn't urinate. When they do chemo, they pump you full of fluids with IVs and everything, and she couldn't relieve herself. And so I took her to the emergency room, and she finally ended up relieving herself. And but her hemoglobin levels were low, so they kept her overnight. Well, it's just supposed to be overnight. And they gave her 2 units of blood, and I'm like, the doctor called me yesterday morning and said, okay, she's not no more blood in her urine, so she's, I'll give the order to go home. And so it got to be about 2:30, and I'm like, all right, I just called him up and told her I'm coming to get her, and she better be ready. And there she was, and she was like weak and tired and uncomfortable. and I made her eat. I made some lentil soup, lentil and ham soup, and then she went to sleep. She slept all night, and I got up this morning and I made her her Reuben's Grocery Superfood smoothie, fruit smoothie with a ring of frozen pineapple, a cup of frozen blueberries, and a banana. And I put probiotic milk, a cup of that, and a cup of almond milk, and then we split it. She has a cup and I have a cup. And then she's like ready to go, got her energy back. I'm like, oh, they don't know what to do. And then I got to thinking, you know, she's doing this chemo and she's not really having really bad side effects from it, like you hear. And Ugo at Reuben's Grocery showed me the video. When I told him she was going to get chemo, he showed me this video of this kid. He think he had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And he wasn't getting nausea and any of the issues that you hear people have. They go through chemo, and they're thinking it's because of the smoothie. Well, Natalie's not got any of those symptoms either. And the common denominator is the Reuben's Grocery Superfood Smoothie. So I'm promoting them, and if you want any, let me know. I know how to get it. All right, I can get it to you. But it's all good, you know. I got up this morning, did my prayer and meditation, and then did my workout, and I just finished my run, and I haven't been able to run for like a year. Now I can run. Had a good little run this morning, and I don't know. I think 2021 is going to be a good year. Can't get no worse. Let's hope not. All right. I sent this guy the Saving Your Future book and the promotional video and the Zoom information for Tuesday. There's a couple of people I know that both these groups are working with veterans, and they want me to do the financial literacy training for the veterans. Well, the one group does. All right, and I think that's awesome. All right, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.